So speaking of sex, we're going to go to no sex. Um, Now we've had this cat brought me like 3 or 4 dudes cutting off their dick stories,
Yeah.
and I sound like you like I'm just enough. It's
Well,
just
see, they were
enough.
really brief. Okay, we did a story about the Wu-Tang affiliated rapper that chopped his dick off and was hanging out the window, fucking gouting blood and shit, right? Cops found him. He was all delirious and fucked up, and blood just leaking out of a hole. And so this particular dude decided to make light of the situation, and now he's a stand-up comedian. And one of the jokes that he said, I thought you would find it funny. He was like, being a black man, broke, and with no dick, is on par with being white with bad credit. He was like, yo, it's like it's just, and I thought that was kind of funny the way he said that, because if you black, you black already, that's a drawback. You broke and you ain't got no dick, then, like he said,
You truly are worthless.
yeah, that's what I said, like a white person with bad credit. I thought that was funny, and how he turned the situation on its head.
Well, this is a fascinating story to me, anyway. So a man explains why he cut off his penis. So a man goes by the name of Gelding recently opened up about why he decided to cut off his penis and testicles.
A nullo.
A nullo, N-U-L-L-O. That is a man who has removed his sex organs. The average person of both sexes will think I'm unbalanced, Gelding told the Huffington Post in an email. Their layman knee-jerk reaction. That's their layman knee-jerk reaction. In my case, my psychologist took me through a number of long dialogue sessions and a full Barrier personality test to develop a formal profile. His finding was that I'd be better off in a whole person view after having my penis removed. That was sufficient to sway a urologist to agree to do the procedure. More harm would result in the long term from not doing the procedure than doing it. So apparently, this dude, he's a gay man, and apparently figured his life would be more simple to not have his dick and nuts than to have his dick and nuts.
I like his quote. You said, I had a baby face, trying to explain it. And he said, I had a baby face in high school. There was one of these bullies, and he said, you have a man's equipment, but you're still a boy. And he squeezed my balls in the shower. He was on the football team. I was on the soccer team, showering together, and he said, you shouldn't have such big equipment. So he squeezed my balls, and at that point, it was just a fantasy for me. So how about getting rid of them for some reason? For the same reason. On the drawbacks, he said one of the most obvious cons is I have to sit to pee, or I have to use one of the female urination devices. It's an odd funnel-shaped device that you can use if there's only a men's urinal. Also, sometimes I get urinary tract infections. There's a shorter path to the bladder through what I've got now. So I've got to be very careful and keep it clean. On the benefits, my mood has improved dramatically since going nullo. I don't miss the baggage. I don't miss the fact that I get into sex with a guy. He expects me to perform in some ways. Now he doesn't have that expectation. In fact, quite a few guys find it very arousing that they don't have to have that distraction. So I guess he considered himself to be Big Bozak Malone, and this shit was just too distracting for him. Listen.
So just to continue on really quickly, as for why he did it, Gelding told Gawker it was ultimately sparked by sports injury that he had thought, but that he had thought about having it cut off before. For whatever reason, I was always embarrassed by the size of what I had. It didn't fit my personality. Gelding also worked as a cutter.
Shit.
Someone who castrates men looking to part with their testicles. I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't know that this was a thing.
Past this part, I can't even.
One of the reasons why I'm doing this is to help other guys avoid the problems, Gelding told SF Weekly. In that respect, it is humanitarian. In another respect, I will admit a certain amount of sexual excitement from the whole idea.
Christ. So this guy is getting turned on by cutting somebody's balls off. That's probably the most telling line in this whole thing. How can you be called?
I don't know. And lastly, others have opined on the positives of voluntary castration. In his book, Castration, The Advantages and Disadvantages, author Victor Cheney asserts that the surgery can increase life expectancy by 13 years and improve the immune system.
I thought the guy's Dr. Frank N. Footer. Yo, This is ridiculous, man.
But to me, the thing that really made me want to do this story is this picture. Like, this is the fucking dude. And again, my mind just goes to very different places. Immediately, my first thought was, can this guy walk around now in public? Because one of the stupidest things about, at least again, American society, is that you can have a woman with titties out to here, but as long as you cover this much of it...
Not New York, because New York, they can be topless now.
Yeah, but no one does that shit.
Oh, that woman that always down at Union Square.
One woman in a fucking city of 10 million people. Anyway, if you cover this part, you're no longer topless. All you have to do is cover your dick and balls, or in the woman's case, her slit.
Yeah, like that eye patch fucking
right, exactly, yeah.
Mankini shit.
That mankini. And your ass cheeks could be out. But as long as that's covered, you're no longer
that
in.
Ass cheek shit, you're absolutely right. Because there's these two dirty fucking nasty looking fucking transient bum ass motherfuckers at Union Square, like giving people hugs and dancing, playing music, and one dude has on like thong. Right?
Yeah. It's a thong.
Looks ridiculous, man.
All you have to
ass
do,
cheeks is
right.
completely out.
So, what the idiotic focus of supposed poor taste or people being offended is these two inches on each tit and this small patch of area down there. Well, this dude no longer has the equipment to offend people.
Yeah, he looks like a big hairy like Ken doll.
Yeah,
or something like that.
So
it's just,
I really, like I said, my thought was, can this man now walk around butt ass naked and not have any issue with the law because he has nothing to cover up?
I mean, this is truly amazing. Look at that shit. I mean, so that must be where the
pee hole,
this pee hole is. But yeah, it's just, wow. It looks like he had a cesarean or some shit. I don't know. Jeez Louise. And the thing is, this motherfucker just looks. It just it's a big barrel-chested.
Well, he's a bear.
Eagle on his fucking arm and shit. All old, rugged, Outback Jack looking motherfucker with no dick at all.
Yeah. Now, what the interesting thing will be? What? If we get any beef from fucking YouTube, because this has to be the picture, the
if you
picture.
Get any beef from YouTube.
No, we will.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, you're absolutely right because
this dude. I'm not showing this dude's dick, his balls, because he doesn't have any.
No, he doesn't. Absolutely. You know what? We might get this might get flagged on YouTube, but then we have something to write those motherfuckers because technically they have to tell us seriously why this is not allowed because it's just a smooth. You saw it. It's just a smooth patch. That's all it is. It's just a smooth patch with a little scar. You don't see anything.
Because there's nothing to see.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's no flap. There's nothing. It's just a smooth area.
Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned.
We're trying to make it